show. How it happens, yeah, nobody knows. Like a lever flips, then all the world it disappears. And there's more to watch, it seems, every year. And when I say I'm not tired, and you say okay, then we're in this thing together, so quick and let's play. Cause you and me, we got no place to be tonight. We'll fight the dawn and watch one more episode. One more episode. And that's fine, we'll get no sleep tonight. Well, love, it feels so right to watch one more episode. Watch one more episode. Spend a month with Dexter, spend a week in Dublin and a stare. Spend a Sunday wondering where Carl went. Carl! That's my Rick impression. So say we are in the island, yeah, we never left. You always said that old musket is dead. And if I say I'm not tired, and you say okay, and we're in this thing together, so quick and let's play. You and me, we got no place to be tonight. We'll fight the dawn and watch one more episode. Watch one more episode. That's fine, we'll get no sleep tonight. Curled up, it feels so right to watch one more episode. Watch one more episode. How many people have ever had their cable company write them and say you're about to go over because you were watching too many Netflix shows? That happened to me last year. I call shenanigans, and still, I was watching a lot of that. You guys watching Stranger Things Season 3? Almost, no? Charles in Charge reruns? Perfect Strangers? Cousin Larry? Family Matters? Laura, right? We got the couch, we got the time. We're working hard, so let's unwind and dive deep into this box set. There's 5 seasons and it's time we started, so we can laugh with all our friends and all the jokes that never end. I have a feeling once we stop this, we'll let the outer world dissolve, cause we're spoiler free. The way to be starts is free tonight. I say I'm not tired, and you say yes. We're in this thing together, the quicker let's play. You and me, we got no place to be tonight. We'll fight the dawn and watch one more episode. Watch one more episode. That's fine, we'll get no sleep tonight. Curl up, it feels so right to watch one more episode. Watch one more episode. It's you and me, you and me. Watch one more episode. Watch one more episode. Watch one more episode. Thank you. I was trying to think of some stories I haven't told at any show on the way over here. And part of what I do, writing songs about comic books and video games and nerd franchises and TV shows that I love is basically education. Like, I wanted to be a teacher my whole life, but I don't like going to school. So, there's this. So, do what you're good at, kids. Hey, so I was at Comic-Con a couple years ago, and this guy came up to me, and I gave the spiel, what I do, like I write songs about comics, video games, da-da-da. And he looked at everything, and he grabbed the headphones and just put it on, like this. And he took it off, he goes, do you have any songs about Final Fantasy II level 17? I'm like, no. So what I do is I write songs about comic books and games, not like the instrumentals from the song. And so he picks it back up and he puts it back on. He goes, okay, takes it off. Do you have any songs about Final Fantasy 9 level 14? Like, no. So, and then he kept doing that. And finally I was like, yes, I do. Here's the song. It's called Marvelous Girls, about the girls in the Marvel Universe. And he looked at me, but then he walked away. He was a nice guy, though. Here we go. Marvelous Girls. Not about Final Fantasy level 25. Hey, Laverian girl, how's your kingdom subjugated to a man with no face? Or are you just a mindless ninja? Is your border still patrolled by robots? And hey, what kind of girl stays like midnight? You live in a country with the mutant queen, and natural exports like vibranium make you richer more than every other country combined. And you're guarded by a man who dresses like a panther. What's the deal with that? It's totally weird. It doesn't make much sense, but I guess there's always been one. There will always be, 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 will always be one with kind of girl. Laverian girls. You marvelous, hey, Genosian girl, how's your island? Oh shit, I forgot it's all blown up. It's 16 million people, all of them dead. Now I feel like with that I've brought my back. And hey, Atlantean girl, how's your cousin? Does he still have a stick up his ass? And oh, his little wings, oh, those big old feet. It's a new century, so just a frickin' speed. Oh, don't you think I could think of some long pants would be a bit more regal? I would guess that swimming all the time gives you great calves that you'd want to show off. Yeah, you know I know I would, 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 I know I would. Hey, Atlantean girl. Ocean girl. You marvelous, hey, there she are girls. How's the guardian? What up with that fuzzy brush up on his head? And are you guys together or are you single? Cause I love a woman covered with feathers. And hey, the scroll girl, how's the shape shifting? I imagine you would have some esteem issues, cause you're always changing all the damn time. Pick a new body type, I'll tell you what turns me on. I could think of a dozen ways that I'd like to see you. Maybe naked, but always with a chin, wrinkly chin. Cause I know I really like it, wrinkly chin. So don't you never, 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 never get rid of that chin you scroll, girl. You see other girls? Oh, you marvelous girls, whoa, whoa, I love you marvelous girls, whoa, whoa, I love you marvelous girls. Woo! Thank you. You guys comfortable out there? Yeah. All right, feels good. It's a good airflow in here. Not a lot of shows. I judge shows now on the airflow and the comic store bathroom. This is a nice one, I'm gonna tell you that. Okay, you guys don't know how good you got here. All right, respect.
It's got working plumbing, so we're good.
I was at a place, we won't name names, and you had to like walk through long boxes like this and walk over long boxes. And the toilet was a long box, so you know. For graphic novels, not animals, okay? All right, you know.
For those watching on live stream, we love our bathrooms here.
Twisted, okay. So we do a lot of like ballads, and we have a couple here who's getting married in 24 days, 21, 25 days. Okay, I would have been early. Okay. Yes. And they're gonna use this song in their wedding, so I have to do it. I was gonna do it anyways, but I'll say I wasn't gonna play it until I found that out for you guys. Okay, this is for you guys. Oh, dusty cartridges and long boxes.
Sounds like the story of your life there, Richard.
Just the other day, I saw my reflection in your frames, and it reminded me that I should clean my action figure case. I love the smell of toys, like I love the smell of your hair. But sometimes I think I like the smell of toys a lot better. Dusty cartridges and long boxes, that's how we spend our nights, reading comics and robot fights. So let me cheer you on as your level advances, and as you glance my way, giggle and drink your Stone IPA and take a mental picture in my mind. When we met I wasn't cool, but you're the one that did see through. And that's the moment I knew I'd make ex-babies with you. I showed you all my moves, and turned out I only had two. You rated me +5 endurance, agility +2, and dusty cartridges and long boxes. That's how we spend our nights, reading comics and robot fights. So let me cheer you on as your level advances, and as you glance my way, drink your Mother Earth IPA and take a mental picture in my mind. You see, there's no better way to be. When you bag and board my comics, you're always careful with the creed. CGC says 9.3, but you're attending me like the goddess Bo Derek. Dusty cartridges and long boxes, that's how we spend our nights, reading comics and robot fights. So let me cheer you on as your level advances, and as you glance my way, drink your Ballast Point IPA, and never a hazy IPA. The only IPA I can't drink IPA, and take a mental picture in my mind. Alright. Only $30. Hey, part of the thing about Kirby Krackle as a challenge is sometimes I can't always write songs about stuff. People are like, hey, do you have an idea of, Final Fantasy level 10, section 2? No, we talked about that. We're not going to talk about that anymore. And they said, hey, do you write a song about Star Trek? Like, I don't know much about Star Trek, except I met William Shatner once and he was a prick. But I will sing a song that's catchy. This is a love song about nerddom in general. It goes, set your phasers to sexy. Like the way you always mess with your hair, sitting next to me, playing PS3 in my dreams, and I want to go to bed. I like you, I like you, I like the way you ring mean deeply though. I love you, I like you a lot. Such a face of sexy, it's the way you reach your footstep affects me. Ooh, and when you whisper rocky in my ear, you make me feel kind of funny. Oh, 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 so set your face of sexy, it's the way you reach your footstep affects me. Ooh, and when you whisper rocky in my ear, you make me feel kind of funny. Oh, 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 so set your faces up. Oh, 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 so set your faces up. Oh, 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 so set your faces sexy. All right. When I wrote that song, I was kind of feeling some Rick Springfield vibes, like like a I Rock Z or something like that. I don't know.
I can hear it.
You can see it?
I
Yeah,
can
you
hear
can
it,
smell
yeah.
the fumes from All right. You guys heard about this little indie film called Star Wars that came out a long time ago? Yeah. You can only find it on Betamax. That's an old guy joke. People laugh at that less as I do this longer. I know. No one knows your jokes, old man. This is a song about Luke Skywalker before we knew there was a burned out Luke Skywalker. But about a burned out Luke Skywalker. Not drinking blue breast milk from my alien or whatever happened in The Last Jedi. The best Star Wars movie. Ooh, controversial. We'll talk about it afterwards. It's called Moisture Farm. I got a job at my uncle's moisture farm. I got a job at my uncle's moisture farm. And I just harvest that shit up. Harvest that shit up. I just harvest that shit up. Harvest that shit up. I met a man in a bar just talking dog. The dog don't talk. He goes, and I don't know who did shoot first. Know who did shoot first. I don't care who did shoot first. Care who did shoot first. I just pour a pint for all to run. This cheers he's sleep in a dead tom-tom. Hella nasty. A sister with hair like Cinnabons. Are you hungry? Right? You guys go right! Right! Yeah! You know what to do next time. I got a little green guy hanging on my back. I got a little green guy hanging on my back. He always says do or do not. Says do or do not. There's no says do or do not. Says do or do not. There is no try. Pour a pint for all to run. This cheers he's sleeping in bed ton. Hella nasty. A sister with hair like Cinnabons. Are you hungry? Right? Are you hungry? Hi, thank you. Like the day when I found out that Vader was my dad. Spoiler. That was bad and not good and messed up. When I found out Vader was my dad. Oh, when he took my hand, that was bad and straight jacked. When I found out Vader was my dad. Sigh of sympathy, please. Ooh, that sounded better than your jeans, I'll tell you that. Your pain fuels me. Next Skywalker, here we go. And you're gonna see far and wide, but I really know it's time and I want some pie. It's a good thick crust, there's no problem with a bunch of us. And I take it out the mode, take it out the mode. I take it out the mode, take it out the mode. Pour a pint for all to run. With cheers ease, sleep in a dead ton. Hella nasty. I see her with hair like Cinnabons. Are you hungry? Right? funny Tauntaun story, which I've never had, so I'm super excited to have a Tauntaun story now. I was at Spokane Comic Con like 2 months ago. Great show in Eastern Washington. If you guys are up there and get a chance to check it out, it's like a mid-level show, and it's awesome. It's about the fans, it's about the comics, it's great. And there was a big life-size Tauntaun there that the 501st had put together, and it took them like 2 years, they said, right? It was like the hair was right, the face was wet, it had like a sealant on it so the nose looked wet. It was awesome, and it moved and go like turn a little bit, and smoke was coming out of its nose. It was badass. And I have a 3-year-old, and she was too much to me for the convention for the first time. And she's looking at it, right? Like, what the hell is this? And I would say, see, it's not real. She's like, no, thank you, no, thank you. So we would go around the corner, and she's like, I want to see it again. So we did that like 50 times over the weekend, right? Can I see it again? No, thank you. And so on the third night we were there, she was, we were eating, and chicken's her favorite. She was picking at chicken. And she was like crying a little bit. I was like, what is your deal? What's going on? She's like, this is Tauntaun meat. Like traumatized. I'm like, yeah, it is. Eat it. I didn't say that.
So thank you guys all for watching the live stream. I'm going to load this back to those who are here live right now. But just so you know, if you want more Kirby Krackle, you can check them out at kirbykrackle.com. You can check out their music on YouTube. You can grab their albums. They're absolutely amazing. We always fully support them. Ask me or Swing into Nowhere if you have any questions. Thank you all for watching the live stream. I'll tell you what, we're going to do one last song. All right, guys? Thank you all for watching live right now.
I think that's why I ended up here, right? Funneling all that into here. But I wrote this song about that formative time in my life when the X-Men would save the world. And then by the start of the first issue of the second trade, they'd be having a pool party where Wolverine would be grilling hot dogs and Colossus would be in a thong, which is why I would buy it. And then Psylocke's hanging out by the pool, don't leave her alone, she's scary. And Jubilee's setting off fireworks. So this is called X-Men Pool Party. Hope you guys like it. To an X-Men pool party, I wanna feel good under the sun. I wanna hang out with Alex Summers and Scott Summers. We in the summer singing ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And everybody's singing ooh, yeah. Hey. Night comes, the storm cleans up the sky. Grab a hoodie for the beach. Jubilee's making lights for 4th of July. Reading late in my bedroom, I wish we could be friends. Waiting for my powers to arrive, and I still am. I still am. With everybody singing, I wanna go to an X-Men pool party. I wanna feel good under the sun. I wanna hang out with Alex Summers, Scott Summers in the summer. Pop a beer with Wolverine, gambling on the board for a quick 1-1. I wanna go to an X-Men pool party. I can't imagine now that it's fun singing ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And everybody's singing ooh, ooh, ooh. 1 time for the things they taught us, 2 times for the heroes we lost, 3 times for the help when no one could. Summertime in my parents' basement, Graymalkin Lane, the place I was hanging, growing up different. Nobody says you should, but they showed me I could. Reading late in my bedroom, I wish we could be friends. To an X-Men pool party, I wanna feel good under the sun. I wanna hang out with Alex Summers, ooh, Scott Summers, ooh, in the summer. Pop a beer with Wolverine, be gambling on the court for a quick 1-1. I wanna go to an X-Men pool party. I can't imagine now that it's fun singing ooh. You know, a little story about when I started Kirby Krackle, which I can't believe, like, you know, we did this 10 years of nerd rock thing we have going on, a new logo, and new tours that are happening, and I was like, man, I feel like yesterday we started this, which I guess is how it goes, right? With anything that you're enjoying. And when it started, I debuted at New York Comic Con in 2009. And I told this story a couple shows ago as well, where no one had heard of this project, and my then partner Jim Demonakos and I, we exhibited there, and our friend worked at Marvel. Marvel's like, hey, do you want to come by, and do you want to like check out the place? I was like, yes, I do. I would very much like that. Thank you very much. And like, there's a picture of me in front of the Marvel thing, like, you know, like cool, Kyle, be cool, man. It didn't happen, but we went back there, and then editor-in-chief Joe Quesada, who's always been a big proponent and supporter of my music, he said, hey, could I tweet about this? I was like, please do, that's amazing. And then that's what got people to kind of know about us and on Bleeding Cool, and I feel like without that, it would have taken a long time to get to some of the places that I was fortunate enough to get to. So big ups to Joe Quesada and help me for that. Really nice guy, really good musician, and we kind of bonded over that. So 2 years later, I'm doing a show in Seattle at Emerald City Comic Con with a full band. And he's like, hey, would it be cool if I played with you guys? Because I haven't played in a while. I'm like, yes, you can. That's amazing. Please do. So he goes, but I want to practice first. Can I practice at your house? Now, this is like Friday, and I had left for Comic-Con on Wednesday. My house was a mess. You know, when you leave for like a show, there's just shit everywhere. And my mom was staying with me, and I said, Mom, could you please clean up the house so when the guys get there and Joe gets there, it's awesome and it looks good. Because I don't know if we're going to go upstairs and then hang out and then go downstairs to the practice space, whatever. She goes, sure, honey, no problem. She says, honey, like that. She's like, sure, honey, I got it, no problem. So Joe and I drive to the house, and I'm like, oh, thank goodness my mom cleaned up. I open the door, and there's candles lit everywhere in my house. Which is awesome. But it's like, not when like that dude's coming over. That's not okay. And I walk in, I'm like, why does it smell like cupcakes in here? Because there's a bowl of cupcakes right there that my mom just made. And the lights were low, like that kind of thing. I always thought, like, what a situation I'm bringing him into, right? And my mom walks out, she goes, you must be the special Mr. Joe. And I was like 13 again. I was like, God, Mom, you know. But he's super cool, and he's East Coast, and he was just like, oh, this looks great. Thank you so much. Oh, cupcakes, I love it. Thank you. You know, just like as a gentleman would, right? I'm like, yeah, I know. I told her to do that. Yeah, that's cool. And then the cherry on it was, I was like, Mom, can we get some water? She goes, oh, sure. And she has a stack of cups, like stacked up like we're about to play beer pong, but really it's more like 8th grade birthday style. And she picks it up, she goes, this is yours, Joe, and you can tell because it has your name on it. With a heart around it. Yeah, I know. That's one step too far in the story, right? I should have left it in. And so I told that at a show one time. Mom was like, I didn't do that. It's like, you most definitely did do that. I wouldn't have predicted that would happen, but it worked out good. He's like, your mom's great. So this is a song about the things that you don't know is going to happen. Even though we want to have all the answers, it's pretty cool not to. This is called No Spoilers, Please.